But I think the difficulty in training is before you even speak in front of your audience, there's a creative process already. You have to create a module. You have to do it in a high impact way.
Right.
The methodology should support your objective.
Okay. Mr. Ballesteros, pag ikaw ay pinapili, for example, I ask you to choose another business, will you ever give up this one? The one that you have right now?
No.
No. What will make you change your mind?
Nothing will change my mind because basically there's a bigger, people see it as an event, but actually it's linked to the country's economic progress, because basically what we do is business events, exhibition, trade shows. By the name itself, trade show means to make a trade during the show. Okay. So those are economic activities that our country needs. And if you will see Malaysia, Singapore, they have a lot of trade shows, and you always bring it to that two countries, and they live and die because of those business events. And we, as part of that industry, we would like to invite all the investors here and show all the things that we can show. And if ever, be like Hong Kong, where all the different countries in Asia do their trade shows, because right now Hong Kong is the hub of trade show.
Right.
Besides China.
Right.
But in Hong Kong, you can understand English. In China, you cannot.
Right.
I know you're in World Expo. That's what we dream about. Our company would like to one day be the front runner in inviting all those business entities to have a trade shows, all the medical societies and associations to do their conventions here. Because we know that if that happens, a lot of jobs will be created, our tourism industry will grow, and our country will have a lot of investors, and maybe the developing nation status will be one day in the Philippines name.
Have you ever tried of running for a public office?
You don't need to run for public office to do that, because basically Pilipino tayo eh. And there's a lot of offers for us, like China, Singapore. Some of the people doing trade shows there, the manpower are Filipinos basically. In Dubai, the people doing the events are Filipinos.
Alright, so Jun, what's the problem? I mean, we are in this country and we excel outside. What do you think is the problem?
The economy now is characterized as a knowledge-based economy. So basically, training would form part of that need to be able to accelerate the learning process here in the Philippines. The problem I would say is because of poverty, people, employees, and even ordinary people do not have that extra budget to pay for trainings.
Should the government provide these seminars instead of private companies providing?
It should be partnership. There should be, well, the government should.
No, because I heard the DSWD is trying to come up with a sort of just a giveaway, 10 pesos. But should this be the conditional cash transfer? And personally, I don't really agree with the idea, because you can actually invest on people and the learning. You should create a mechanism where people should learn.
That's right.
Okay. Should the government do that kind of program in terms of training and in terms of events, trade show? Do they support? Are they supportive of your?
Actually, the government right now in the tourism industry, because we're part. There's a new law on tourism that's creating a tourism TPB. It's like a Singapore Tourism Board, but since it's on its first year of inception, there's a lot of interpretation in the implementing rules and guidelines.
Oh gosh, that's a problem in the Philippines, right? We think too much, and I don't know. We are just too good and too great.
Yeah. Actually, in the conferences, if for example you are an international speaker, in the conferences like the one I attended recently in Malaysia, Filipinos are very opinionated, very articulate, and you know what? When Filipinos speak, a lot of other countries listen, and Filipinos speak, but those countries that listen to the Filipino, they have the money and they will get the idea and they will implement it immediately. That's what's going on in the international arena.
So how do we train these people to just, you know, be short, be concise, be brief, and, you know, just
we cannot. We're a talkative nations.
Oh my goodness.
Chismis is our pastime, and it's a booming business. So you can see different channels having their own chismis show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
you know, Lloyd, what that's one of the reasons why I came up with Success Smart. No? After pursuing training in the corporate and as a source of livelihood, my vision for my Success Smart company is to provide affordable training, which is basically
so they can have the access. No?
Yes, no, for 300, 500 pesos, they get to experience your world-class, cutting-edge seminars. No? And it's only a matter of customization and maybe partnering with sponsors.
Right.
I think with your question a while ago, the government should also try to provide, I don't know if there's really a portion in the 3 billion.
Don't worry. We should be able to get into that.
Human resource
right. There should be, and there should be a way in order for us to access that fund. But we have Luz from Cagayan de Oro City asking, I think, Orly, that, you know, what are the business opportunities in doing trade shows?
There's a lot from Cagayan.
From Cagayan de Oro.
Wow. There's a lot of opportunities. Actually, we'll be going there. Cagayan is a booming province, and a lot of my friend organizes there. Trade show is about economic activity. When you do trade shows, the immediate benefit is there's an economic movement in your in a particular city. For example, in Cagayan, there's a trade show. A lot of business people there, they go to the trade show, they see business opportunities, business models.
Right, so they can buy or they can support.
They can be a dealer, they can franchise. So when they do that, jobs are created. Okay. At second, there's a multiplier effect on trade shows. That's what we're harping with the government, and we know that because unlike backpackers who only goes here to do their carbon footprints, business trade shows attracts businessmen, and businessmen do invest, eat in a posh restaurant, go to hotels, they go travel in different places of the country. So it actually, in our research, there's a ×6 multiplier effect in the economic activity of a particular city or a country. So that's what trade show is for you.
Right. Okay. So how do you now build your names and company or brand in terms of this events management, marketing company, trade show organizer, and consultancy?
In my case, since I have a pool of partners in real estate, network marketing, and insurance business, it's actually word of mouth. But one thing I do is I provide training and programs, and consultancies, which is, I would say, in terms of standard in the corporate world, it's cutting edge, it's world class, but affordable.
Right.
It's affordable, and that's the trust that I pursue. The same with training. I would like my company to be a one-stop shop in terms of learning.
Right.
Even for ordinary people, even for housewives who would like to try business with a very small capital, even for, most especially for employees like me.
Are you still employed right now?
Yes, I am. I am 100% employed.